Ah, not
What?
bread.
Oh.
Open.
I mean, like the one.
Hold on, they sent me something else here.
Is that us? What? 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 Is he pregnant? What? What? How long have you known about that?
A week tomorrow.
What?
I've been
You've
dying.
known for oh man.
So that's our big news. We'll be having baby number 5. And then people have been guessing recently if we're pregnant because of some of the things we were saying. And yes, well, we are. We've had a lot of people ask us who want to get into homesteading or who maybe are thinking about having children while homesteading. What is it like homesteading while pregnant?
So don't worry, we've been recording video and we've been saving it.
Okay, yes, this week I am 5.5 weeks, and at the beginning of the week I was talking to Austin like, oh, I don't know, it's kind of funny, I don't have many symptoms, just a little sleepy, but the morning sickness hasn't started, and I was a little worried. Oh, I should have enjoyed that time because it's really started, and I feel really crummy and tired all of the time, which is always fun when you have 4 kids and a farm to run. But it actually helps me to be outside. It helps the nausea. When I'm outside, I don't get quite so nauseous. So it is a nice reason to come outside. You know, to take care of the farm. Keeps my mind off of it. So far, I haven't milked since I've been super nauseous. Morning's not the worst time, evening's worse for me, so it's nice that my schedule is I milk the cow in the morning, so in the evening I can just kind of relax. At the end of the day, when I think about everything I have to do, I feel very overwhelmed. And last night was the first night I thought like, oh, I don't know how I'll be able to do this. The cow, the house, you know, take care of everything while being pregnant. But this morning I feel better. So that's usually how I feel in the evening. I feel very sad, like I won't be able to do anything. But then after a good night's sleep, I feel better the next morning. Okay, how are you feeling this pregnancy?
How am I feeling?
Were you surprised?
Monitored by my big hair. I was a little surprised. What? Because we were trying, but it didn't happen as quickly as we thought it would. So, yeah, I was a little surprised, as you can tell from the video. This is a big one for us because we've decided together that this will be our last kid.
You're holding me to it then, huh?
Yeah, I have proof. No, we both knew what age we kind of wanted to be done, and we decided we were right about that point where if we were going to do one more, we had better do it, and we did it. And I'm 30 years old. I've never been 30. Well, I'm actually older than 30, but I've never been in my 30s and pregnant, and it feels better. I have a lot of kids. I've been through this a few times. I wasn't great through some of the previous pregnancies as being like a nurturing husband, and I want this one to be, I want to go out like with the best memories of just being a good, supportive husband who just cares for his wife, does it right like a 30-year-old man should. I really want to enjoy it. I'm just soaking it up. Some of our pregnancies have been, I've been a little more anxious because I was new at it. I wasn't sure how we're gonna, you know, provide for the family and all that stuff. Now I'm at a place in life where I know I can provide for my family. I know how this works. And I really want to just enjoy it. I want to, because this is the last one, I want to really soak it in. So I'm just gonna plan on doing that.
Physically, I've been feeling, I just feel like I'm dragging. Yesterday we were cleaning the barn, all of us, and I compare it, because I try to explain this to Austin, I don't think he understands sometimes. It's like I have the flu, but I still have to do everything. So I'm outside and he's asking me to like lift this board and carry it over here, and everything is twice as hard, and I'm exhausted doing everything. So I just feel like I'm dragging. So.
People are gonna think I'm a big jerk for making.
No, he's not a big jerk. It's just hard for guys to understand what morning sickness, what the first trimester is like. But if you say it feels like I have the flu, but I don't get to lay around in bed for 3 days.
Shouldn't say I don't get to. That makes it sound like I'm like cracking the whip. Like, you didn't have to clean the barn.
When I mean I don't get to lay in bed for 3 days, this is going to be, how many more weeks of this? 7 more weeks feeling like this. I cannot just lay in bed for 7.5 more weeks because I'll go crazy, but also because I don't want to. So I still have to do stuff, and when I do stuff, when I work, it helps keep my mind off of it. It's just hard. Not as easy as before.
I noticed a big difference when we were working in the barn yesterday. Usually Kay is she's driving it. She likes to get work done. She doesn't like to slow down. And I don't work the same way as her. I like to get work done, but at a different pace. And yesterday, she was the one who needed to take breaks, and I was the one who kept working through it, which is okay. Yeah, it's just
different.
I am losing. She's an incredible worker. My wife is an awesome worker. As she progresses through the pregnancy, we're going to lose that element of what she does here on the homestead, which it's totally okay, but realistically, it does mean we need to downsize. And that's why a couple weeks ago when we put out that video, we talked about getting rid of some ducks, getting rid of some chickens. We realized, okay, now it actually took. We have this baby coming. We better downsize a little bit. Not crazy, but definitely a little bit, because she does a ton of the work on the homestead, and I don't want her to feel like she has to, and I only can do so much while also running this business. So we just had to be realistic and downsize.
Any quick tips on dealing with early symptoms?
Yeah, with a farm,
especially
and kids and everything.
Like first timers.
Yeah. This is not my first time being pregnant while running a farm. So, what are my tips? It will pass. Try to get your partner, significant other to help if they can, a lot more. And if you were planning on being pregnant, maybe take the time before you got pregnant to minimize the work you'll have to do. So if you can plan like your cow's pregnancy, her dry off period, around the same time where you'll be feeling bad, it's kind of hard to plan. But if you can plan something to make your life a little easier, try to do it.
It's been really nice having older kids who now take care of their chores in the barn. The last 3 you could say that we've been farming. The last 3 pregnancies, we have not had kids doing anything in the barn. It's been all me and Kay. And when she was pregnant, especially during the early months with the morning sickness, it all fell to me. And at the same time, I had a full-time job and all kinds of other stuff. And that was a lot to take on if you've been splitting it evenly, it's a lot to take on all yourself. Now I have these 2 really capable older kids who, my daughter's caring for the goats, my son's caring for the chickens. They know how to do everything but the cow work. And I'm trying to get more involved with the cows now, spending more time brushing Luna and getting her used to me, so that if Kay needs to hand more cow stuff over to me, I'll be there to do that. And they'll be okay with it. So the kids can handle the smaller animals. I can take over more with the cows. We're gonna look into getting a milker, because I'm not a hand milking guy. It's not what I'm into, but I don't mind putting a machine on them and letting the machine do its thing. So you might see that coming up soon too.
Food-wise, throw a lot of stuff in the crock pot so I don't have to smell it. My mom has been sending over some food, which is a godsend. I don't know if she knows yet, but she's been sending over a lot of food, so I think she might have an idea. And that's been really nice too. Lots of snacks, of course. Something cold and fizzy in the morning really helped me, so I'm drinking kombucha in the morning. That helps to settle my stomach.
Husbands, if you are not catering, doting, all those things to your wife, you will hear about it forever. Mm-hmm. I still hear back with our first pregnancy, Kay was craving spring rolls, and money was super tight. I mean, when you say no to spring rolls, money is super tight. And I told her, I was like, oh, sorry, we can't afford spring rolls. There's a place that made them, they were probably $7. I was like, we can't afford to get you spring rolls. And to this day, I hear about the spring rolls. So just do yourself a favor.
Deservedly so.
if you just dote on her to whatever extent you can, because otherwise you will never be forgiven for not saying no to spring rolls. Don't say no to spring rolls.
And you shouldn't be forgiven either. That should
Have
haunt
I
you.
been not in focus that whole time?
No,
Okay, good.
there. So we already had 2 of our closest friends kind of guess that we were pregnant because of what I said in the video about the cow not being pregnant. Which honestly, after the initial disappointment, is okay because our spring is kind of crazy. When I said, that's all right because we have a really busy spring coming up, basically what I was saying is I'm having a baby in the spring and the cow and I would have been having a baby at the exact same time, like 2 days apart. So I really am happy the cow didn't get pregnant when we AI'd her the first time. But our friends right away were like, are you pregnant? Is that why you're so busy in the spring? And yes, that is why we're so busy, because we're gonna have a baby.
Well, that's a great shot. This is gonna be really cool to have. Good. Big 5? And I should take a picture too. Baby number 5. There we go. I look like I'm getting some baby weight. Need a haircut and a 10-pound loss. All right, she's got to go eat. So we're shutting this video down. We're so excited to share this being pregnant and homesteading. We've only been able to do that with your help, the support that you give us. If you'd like to help us keep producing this show and keep sharing this story, become a Homesteady Pioneer. We're having a Black Friday sale that gives you 4 months of free membership, and it is the #1 way we're able to produce the show, to share this story that you've been a part of and that we're so excited to include you on. So thank you so much. And if you're interested in becoming a pioneer, the sale is over on Monday, so click here to join. You can check out everything with the Homesteady Pioneer program. You learn more about it by clicking here or watching this video.